no. I'm going to call the meeting to order. Mr. Williams, would you lead us in the pledge, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, everyone please be seated. I'm going to ask for a moment of silence. We were recently informed of the passing of Gary Dayton. Mr. Dayton was hired on September the 1st of 1965 as an elementary teacher at Holcomb Elementary. He then moved on to Central Daranowski Elementary for the remainder of his teaching career. He retired in June of 2002 he was a staff member for 37 years. He passed away back in November. His son just recently informed us. So a moment of silence for him, please. Thank you. I'm looking for a motion for approval of the minutes of June 26th.
So moved.
Second?
Stereo. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Motion passes. Communications from the Board of Education members. Mr. Brown.
Yeah, I have two quick things. First one is just to remind people that we have a Wall of Honor ceremony on October 22nd at 6 o'clock at the high school. We're inducting two new people. One is Bill Pesh. He is the Chief Medical Officer of the Hospital for Special Needs in New Britain, and a wonderful, wonderful human being. And there's a lot more to his biography. And the other is Chris Palmieri. Chris often is in the back, I don't see him, who is obviously the principal of DePaulo and also involved with a lot of community things, theater and apple harvest, and he's on the town council. So you're all invited. It's a free ceremony. Please come and celebrate the wonderful graduates of our school system.
And what time is that?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
October 22nd at the high school. And the other one is a really quick thing, but I had some conversations yesterday and during the summer with some parents and some teachers and other people, just to highlight again that I hope this community realizes that our students today, and I know every generation can say this, but I think they face more challenges than probably ever before. And we need to support them with our resources. We are the Board of Education. And there are things that educators need, and the community needs to realize that it's not like it was 20 years ago. There's more social emotional challenges they face, and we need to be up to the challenge and take that seriously. So that's it for now.
Okay, thank you.
All said, Bob.
Anyone else? Mr. Williams?
So, as many of you have already heard or been informed, obviously you've seen I'm not running for re-election. I'm not seeking re-election. I've actually taken a new career opportunity. My family and I will be relocating to Alabama. It's an opportunity for me to kind of give back to the Coast Guard, and I'll be running a business site that we have there and delivering aircraft to the Coast Guard. So with that being said, I also am, tonight will be my last night serving on the Board of Ed. I will be resigning officially tomorrow, so I've already submitted the letter, but I will read it into the minutes if I could, please. So it says, "Dear members of the board, please accept this letter as my formal resignation from the Southington Board of Education, effective August 22nd, 2025. It has been a true honor to serve our community in this role. Over the course of my tenure, I have been humbled by the trust placed in me and proud of the work we have accomplished together on behalf of the students, families, and staff of Southington Public Schools. Every decision I made was guided by commitment to integrity, accountability, and the belief that our students deserve the very best opportunities to succeed. I'm grateful for the collaboration of my fellow board members, district leadership, teachers, staff. The challenges we faced were many, but the dedication of this community to its children has never wavered. While I'm stepping down at this time due to professional commitments, I look forward to continuing to support Southington and to returning to public service in the future. Thank you again for the opportunity to serve, and God bless Southington."
Thank you.
So, appreciate you guys.
Big loss, Jasper. Yeah.
Do you know how much we're going to miss you? You've made a great contribution to this Board of Education. For those of us who've been on for years, we've appreciated all of your comments. You're so much better than I am with numbers, and you've always helped me, and we just appreciate it and wish you the best of luck what you're going to be doing, but you will come back to visit.
Oh, I will, I will. We'll be back soon.
Good.
Sikorsky always brings you back.
Can't get away.
And we're grateful.
So, yeah, I think it's been a pleasure serving with you. We don't always agree, and it's great to not always agree, because you have spirited discussions, you have conversations, and you come to a conclusion. What I'll say about you is you're a gentleman, you're respectful, you've done this for the right reasons, and you can't say that about every person that runs for office. And I think this community's gonna lose something when you leave. So don't make it a stranger. I'm very proud to have served with you, and I thank you for everything you've done.
Thank you.
You're a good man.
Yeah, I echo the same thing, especially on the curriculum committee. You have a passion for it, interest in it, and sincerity about it, and you serve with dignity and honor, and thank you for your service. I don't know if the public realizes we're not paid for this, and there's a lot of time involved that isn't just the meetings we have on Thursday. So I want to thank you for your service to the community and hope to see you again. It's been an honor to serve with you.
Thank you, Bob.
I have something to say. Shocking. I am incredibly, I had to write it down because I know I couldn't get through it.
You're crying now.
I am. Stop it. I am incredibly sad to have to recognize and thank my Vice Chair, Jasper Williams, for his service on our board. While I am very excited for you and your new job opportunity, I am going to miss you not sitting right here next to me. From the moment you were elected, you've been committed to doing what's best for our students, our staff, and our community. You've taken the time to listen and learn and to share your business acumen for the betterment of our schools and our town. Whether it was curriculum, policy, or finance, you always took the time to do your homework and always put students at the center of your work. I will particularly miss your keen insights into budget issues and the practical solutions and graphs that you came up with at midnight, 1 a.m., or whatever the heck time it was during budget season. You've been committed to the education of our students, and you have done it respectfully, with dedication, and with heart. Jasper, Southington is a better place because you and your family were here. I wish you, Rachel, Scarlett, and Jude all the best in Alabama, and I know I speak for all of us that you have our thanks and gratitude for all you've done.
Thank you.
Thank you. Go, Sean.
Just brief comment.
Brief.
Jasper, it's been an honor, where the entire Southington community is truly in your debt. And I think in a lot of ways, our education system and the families in this community can look to you and your family in modeling the way. And we have our vision of a graduate, but what we do here on the board and the way we serve our community goes way beyond just a poster on a wall and a mission statement. And I think you embody all those things. And so truly, we're in your debt. Do understand that come budget season, you will be getting a phone call
Pull that rabbit out of the hat again.
with my name on the caller ID, so we can revisit some memories. But thank you, truly.
Appreciate that, Sean.
Yep.
Okay.
Jasper knows how we feel about him.
Yes, he does.
I appreciate you guys, and thank you for the kind words. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, communications from the administration.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Several items tonight. One is there is a letter in the board minutes. I don't want to mispronounce the gentleman's name. Christoph K. is it begins with, and it's a rather long spelling. But the letter of thanks is for donation of computer monitors, portable drives, PDUs, and server equipment that the district received this summer. So again, thank you to that person in his full name, and the donation is recorded in the minutes through a thank you letter. The back-to-school update, our administrators returned on Monday, the 11th. We had our new teacher orientation this past Monday and Tuesday. Special thanks to Mrs. Zapone and Mr. Pepe, Mrs. Passamano for the technology department for all the work to onboard our teachers and have them prepared. All of our certified staff and paraeducators return this coming Monday, and then the students are back on Thursday. And so things are certainly ramping up, but special thanks to everyone for their work this summer. I know Mr. Romano and his team have done a lot of capital across the buildings to get them ready. So again, much appreciated for the team effort. There's been a lot of work also. Mr. Romano has been tag teaming with me in meetings throughout the summer for leading up to the referendum, between the introduction of bond ordinances and then the public hearings. I'm proud to share that Monday the 11th, the town council authorized the bond ordinance, and September 5th will be the last day that they will set the question for the referendum, and then we'll obviously be going referendum on the roofs on November 4th. I also have another list of dates that essentially will work backwards from May 5th for the elementary school referendum. And so we'll be working, again, the public hearings and the bond ordinance and all that. That doesn't start till January for that referendum date, but I'll have a complete list of dates that I'll be publishing, on the website, sending out through Parent Square, making everyone aware of the different meetings that are available to them between public hearings up to the authorization, which at that point, as you know, there's a non-advocacy period up to the referendum date. So we'll keep everyone active up until that date. Mr. Romano and his team also were busy this summer, the annual Tools for Schools program, where we have to go through and do the air quality checklist reports and post them, and those are up and available for public viewing on the district site. Special thanks to Mr. Romano and Ms. Pocock for their work on that. And then lastly, I would say like a highlight of the summer that I really wanted to hold for this report tonight was the summer lunch program. You may or may not have seen it. There was a great news story on Tuesday the 19th on WTNH where they covered the summer lunch program. But it was a tremendous success and really due in part to a few folks specifically, Missy Cipriano and the Bread for Life, Jennifer Christian from the food service program, who worked it all summer, Jennifer Mellett and Nicole Maxilon from our business department and our food service director, and Susan Lonzak from the health department. Basically, came together. We've never run a district lunch program. It was always done by the Bread for Life, and we talked about how we could do it from the schools. And Missy is here tonight. I invited her to speak as part of my administrative report, just to kind of highlight how the program went and share anything that she would like. Missy?
Yeah, big sign. You gotta see this, because it's
Wow.
never saw.
Good evening. How are you? Thank you, Steve, for that. I really appreciate that. You district have no idea what we did for our families this summer. For the last 17 years, you may not know, Bread for Life has been doing summer lunch. We've been doing it out of Darling Street, Wheeler Village, out of our soup kitchen. And I needled Steve a little bit in the last year and kept, coming. We need to bring it back. Our families are in a different set of needs right now, and we need to meet them where they are. And the reference of the interview shared that. If you didn't see that, that's a great news report, Steve. That was a big twist. You need to be very proud of that because they wanted to take a very negative thing from our town and we twist it to a positive to say that we're meeting the food insecurity needs of our students in our community, helping our parents feel comfortable and safe that they're not going to be judged. If you're hungry, you need help. We are here not as a Bread for Life, as a soup kitchen, not as a school district, but as South Central Health Department. We've got you covered. And we did that effectively. Every donor you see on that board came through for our students this year. They had Nardelli's, they had Aventuras, they had Chick-fil-A, all donated. And that's been a regular thing for Bread for Life, but not at the caliber that we did this year. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we posted up at the Apollo. Jen was amazing as our school lunch provider. I was background checked, which was fairly hilarious, again, for like the 80th time in town. And also our summer lunch coordinator, so we can be at the school. We have Mr. Spaduti, John Spaduti from Youth Services, who has been with us for 9 years serving at our summer lunch. 55 meals, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, were out of that school. parents participated with their students in activities from robotics team, Southington High School football team, taught the kids how to play kickball because they didn't play kickball before. There was the softball team that came out, the robotics team every Wednesday for 8 weeks was at the Apollo, showing the kids the little robots. And I mean, you're talking ages 12 and under. I didn't know we had a robotics team. When I get to high school, I could join the robotics team. So we opened up an avenue of our future high school students being, and they're being mentors to the little ones, and totally excited about it. So there's a campaign that we're running at Bread for Life, and we're always talking about hunger, food insecurity. We want to turn this dial. We don't have a food desert. I stand on this for the last 10 years, I bet, at Bread for Life. We have a hard problem of getting the food to the right people. There's enough food. We just got to make sure people feel comfortable if they have a need, just come and ask. And we'll serve you in your season that you're in to get you to the next spot. So that's what we did this year. We totaled up, as of this week, 5,000 meals distributed in the town of Southington for free for Bread for Life this summer. That was not just with the school district, that was people that came to Bread for Life, and we do 4 camps. We do Park and Rec. All of the lunches at Park and Rec are free. We deliver them every day. We do the 2 camps at Sloper, and we take care of the other outside specialty camps as well. I don't know if you guys knew that, we did all that. So it's pretty big. One of the things I wanted to highlight besides all of our donors is the fact that Jen, our staff member, was blown away. This was hard. One of the hardest parts was making sure that we had the dollars for the staff member. It wasn't just a place in the school, and I'm like, Steve, I want the high school. Can I have the high school, please? But it worked out that we had Apollo, and we got Jen, and she was really anxious at first, and I kept saying, I got this. We do this all the time. I make the menu. I've got the money. The Stocker Foundation funds all of our food and our programming. So there's no cost to the Board of Ed. You know, we have this money, we just can't pay for staff. So Jen wanted me to share her thoughts with you guys, and she goes, my first thought was at Bread for Life was, oh my goodness. There are school-age kids volunteering their time for the summer, and I could not believe it. I could not believe how the work of Missy and her staff, with so much joy, brought to these families each and every day. I'm very sad to say that I never knew this existed in Southington. I had the pleasure of working with all of these people every day this summer, and I would do it again and again. This was amazing to be part of such a great experience, and I wanted to thank you guys for all you do and let me be part of that. That was the staff here. John Sperduti wanted the Board of Ed to know that the biggest part of his service, now 9 years John Sperduti has been doing this with us. This is the first time he had a really good compliment, because we've been in a little harder district area before, and these kids wouldn't eat what we gave them, but they liked the programming. He said, this program at DePaulo was a big part of the success because the kids and the parents got to eat lunch together and participate in free, enriching fun that they would not be able to. I like the way the parents and kids interact and giving them a family feel while getting a free lunch with not being judged. This was the best part of their life this summer. And one of the moms said, my kids look forward to every day. Mom, when's Bread for Life? When we go into DePaulo, what's the program? They're a family of 5, and during the summertime, they go down to 1 income, and this made a difference for them. They would not have been able to survive this summer without the little summer lunch being provided. And the last thing that I wanted to really share, because this highlights some of the things that Steve and I, Nicole, we talked about a lot. It's not, food insecurity as we think it is. I always talk about this. Homeless is not what you think it is. And our student summer lunch, we're not feeding just those who are destitute, families who are on assistance. These are families of 4 children, 5 children, 2 parents, that's 7 households, 7 people. These are families who've taken in their parents, grandparents during COVID, and now their family numbers are up to 9. And so they were on free and reduced lunch during that school year. That's very difficult to do when you have 5 boys, 12 and under, who are eating every hour on the hour to budget that. This mom said, this program helped my family in ways that I can never understand. We are so grateful for the summer lunch program, Everyone was so kind and made us feel comfortable. Even when we are struggling, our family was so helped, and we were able to rest every evening to know that our kids ate lunch and we didn't have to bypass it. Again, not a family who is not a homeowner in town. They're just a large family, and cost is high, and we were able to meet this need. This is not going to be the last, right, Steve? This is going to keep going. We're going to keep growing and serving our families, because hunger is more than food. We're going to keep inviting our student body from the high school, from the robotics team, the football team, the basketball team. They played 3-on-3, and the moms got involved. It was crazy, you know. We had ice cream trucks. It was unbelievable. Calvin East Foundation made cupcakes, and the kids never decorated cupcakes before. We had henna tattoos by a local tattoo artist, and all the parents got tattooed. And the kids were like, me and mom got tattooed today, you know, and it's gonna wash off. But this is largely in part to this collaboration. Gonna wash off, it was great. And we want to highlight this. This has not been our first venue together with the Board of Education. We started many years ago. Mr. Brown and Mrs. Carmody probably know that we did breakfast together with Bread for Life about 17 years ago. We are part of the Fuel for School in our student body for the middle schools where they need snacks. They talk to guidance, and we supply that. And we do that for free through local funding, through grant writing, and local donations. We don't get any money from the town, state, or federal. So we want to thank you for partnering with us to help our families be the best that they can be and getting ready back to school. So I have some bracelets for you guys. These are the lunch bag that every family got this year. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that amazing? It says Bread for Life. It has the Southington Board of Education logo and South Central Health Department. They got this stuff with goodies and a gift card that was provided by a local donor, so moms and dads could go to Stop and Shop with a $25 gift card. It's a pretty impressive year. So thank you, guys.
Thank you, Missy. Mrs. Carmody would like to say something before you leave.
Okay.
Pull your mic
See,
down.
I wouldn't even know how to begin to thank you. I don't even know the words to begin to thank you. What we hear in town, what you do for these people, and I personally know some that are there, the hard work, the hours you and your staff put in, and the great thing with the high school kids actually being there and seeing what life is all about has been wonderful. My sincere thanks from my heart for all you do. I could never begin to find a thank you that was significant to tell you how much I feel.
Thank you.
So thank you so much, Missy.
Thank you.
And your staff.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That concludes my administrative report.
Good way to end. Okay, thank you, Missy, for everything. Okay. Communications from the public on agenda items. Okay, moving along then. Superintendent personnel report. Do I have a motion?
Oh, yes, we do. I recommend that the Board of Education approve the personnel report as submitted by the Human Resource Department.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Town government communications? I don't have anything either. Okay, new business, approval of out-of-state overnight field trip. Looking for a motion?
Move to approve the out-of-state overnight field trip for the SHS FAA Agri-Science as presented.
Second.
Is there any discussion, any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay. Next on the agenda is the approval of disposal of additional obsolete textbooks. Looking for a motion.
Move that the board approves the disbursement or disposal of outdated textbooks that are no longer useful to the educational program according to the Board of Education policy number 3260.
Second?
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion passes.
Okay, move to approve SHS International Relations, the revised as presented by the curriculum committee.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Move to approve SHS Algebraic Concepts revised as presented by the curriculum committee.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Move to approve SHS Equipment and Power Systems Unit 1, Equipment Use, Personal Safety, as presented by the committee.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Move to approve SHS Equipment and Power Systems Unit 2, Equipment Use, Machine and Shop Safety, as presented by the curriculum committee.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Move to approve SHS Equipment and Power Systems Unit 3, Equipment Use, Tractor and Loader Safety, as presented by the curriculum committee.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
And last, move to approve SHS Equipment and Power Systems Unit 4, Equipment Use, Tractor Attachment and Mower Safety, as presented by the curriculum committee.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay. Class size report, Mr. Medancy.
Thank you, Madam Chair. That's just posted. It's an annual tradition prior to the last board meeting prior to school that we post that as an update for the board. Enrollment, we've seen some jumps in a couple spots that we didn't expect. Particularly third grade, I would say this year is where we've seen an influx in enrollment. So we've been watching that closely. All of our class sizes are within board guideline except one at Strong Elementary School, but we do have additional adult support added to that. She actually doesn't have an empty classroom there to open a new section, so we added adult support there instead. That would be fifth grade. But all of the others are at or below the board guidelines, and I think we're ready for the opening of school. We're still registering. Mr. Seltzer, our registrar, is full tilt every day right now. But as you know, you get a lot of registrations, but there will also be an influx of withdrawals the first week of school because some of the schools that, are looking for the records are sending them our way. So you don't always know who's not coming, you just know who is coming. So that we'll have an updated report for you at the next board meeting.
Okay. Any questions? Was there a kindergarten bump this year?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
okay.
would say we had, in a few schools, we had an increase in K sections from, and this would be the year
Yeah,
where we had that,
that's-
the early childhood collaborative has been warning us about since COVID. 5 years out would be the
So
bubble.
have I,
So
yeah.
here we are.
Okay. I was just curious if my prediction from 2020 was correct. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, and next on the agenda is the approval of the SHS rooftop solar photovoltaic project manual and professional cost estimate.
Thank you.
That's
So
a
this
mouthful.
agenda item is, I would say, perfunctory in nature. It's a requirement for the state reimbursement. I don't know that any of us are experts in photovoltaic manuals and would be making any recommendations for change, but we have invited representatives from the company, and Mr. Romano can introduce them tonight, and they are here to just present a brief overview of the project for you and answer any questions you may have. Mr. Romano?
Good evening, Board. As you know, we had a referendum for the roof at the high school in 2022, and we've done the roof portion, and now the building committee, the town building committee, is doing the solar portion. We have hired a project engineer company that's overseeing it for us that has a lot of experience with the state of Connecticut. So it's CWS. This is Robert Klee, who's going to be talking with you, and Sam, I never get your last name right. Zekin.
Great. Good evening, everyone. Rob Klee, along with Sam Zekian. As Peter just explained, we are your legal and technical consultants for the solar project that's going at the high school. We are with you from the commencement of the project, the application to the State Department of Administrative Services for the grant funding, as well as helping you navigate the Eversource clean energy incentives, which you have already actually received. You are actually the first school district to successfully navigate their school incentive program, so congratulations there. So in front of you, you have the project manual, which for Connecticut's DAS grant process is, in essence, their RFP, their bidding document. And they require the Board of Education to bless the document on its way to DAS so that DAS, as the superintendent mentioned, will give it a final review that will allow you to go out to the marketplace to select a competitive bidder to build this project. It's about a 600 kilowatt system on your brand new roof at Southington High School. It's going to generate about 840,000 kilowatt hours of electricity in its first year and every year for the next 20 to 25 years. The total cost of the system, the grant that we asked the DAS to support, is $2.5 million, but that's why we're going out to bid. That's your maximum cost. The competitive bidding process will likely bring that below the $2.5 million. Overall, the Connecticut DAS grant will cover about 55% of the project, and there are federal fundings, federal incentives that are still available that may cover about 30%. That will leave only 15% for the town to pay for. But the Eversource incentive that you just received will actually generate $150,000 a year in revenue to the district for the next 20 years, which is about $3 million total, but it will defray the remaining piece of the cost. So overall, you're revenue positive of about $2.5 million over the course of the 20 years of this project. So it's a positive project. It pays back very quickly. And this is the step towards getting out to the marketplace to get you the person who's going to build it for you and put it on the roof. And your vote, if you choose to approve moving forward with the project manual, it will then go, our next step is to go in front of DAS to get their final blessing, and then we will go out to the marketplace, hopefully as soon as possible this fall, with the goal of securing a solar developer to actually build physically the project on the roof, and then have those construction activities commence as soon as we can. That's a whole lot in a short amount of time. I was instructed to be brief, but we're happy to answer any questions you may have.
Does anyone have any questions? No?
I guess the only question I have, who owns the system once it's on the roof?
We do.
The town owns it, yes.
Perfect, excellent. Happy to hear that. So in lieu of that, move that the Board of Education approve the project manual as prepared for bidding and dated 6/5/2025, and associated professional cost estimate for CTDAS Office of School Construction Grants and Review Project Number 1310131 PV for the rooftop solar photovoltaic project at Southington High School, and authorize the Chair of the Southington Board of Education and the Superintendent of Southington Public Schools to sign State Form SCG-042-Request for Review of Final Plans, and submit these documents to the CTDAS Office of School Construction, Grants, and Review for their approval prior to release of the project manual to the market, which is a run-on sentence, so.
That was quick.
Very good job, Joe.
Any discussion?
I'm sorry, I missed the second part.
Let me start
No,
over.
no, that's okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Okay, thank you.
Thank you all very
Thank you,
much.
gentlemen.
And apologies for the very long motion, but that,
That's the legal.
that checks all the boxes with DAS.
Whatever it takes, whatever it takes.
That's fine.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Getting better, Joe.
Trying, right?
You really are.
I'm practicing, I'm practicing.
That was very good, very good. Public communication on any topic? Okay.
I think you might have one.
Sir, please come up to the podium and give your name and address. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Phil Thibodeau. I'm from 53 Oakland Road, Southington. I just have a little comment that's going to start autobiographical, but it's going to end concerning you and everyone here in the town. So I'm Southington born and bred and raised in this town, and went to all the schools, Flanders, DePaulo Junior High, and the high school, and graduated in 1989. Went on to Yale and got a degree in classics there. And after, I won't go through my whole career, but after wandering around the country, I ended up teaching classics at Brooklyn College since 2004. My wife, who's also from Southington, also went to Yale, and I moved back to town last spring. And we noticed when we came back that the town is a news desert, that there's no newspaper. Since the Observer went under, there's sporadic coverage in some of the local papers, but nothing sustained and nothing dedicated to the town. So we decided to do something about that. So we have created and opened a online news site. There will not be a print edition. We may do, maybe a special printing every so often, but it will be strictly online for the short term, called the Southington Outsider, and I'll give you my card, and you can see the information on that. We launched at the beginning of August with a couple articles a week. Some of you have seen this. And we hope to, prepare that hole in the town when you don't have sort of dedicated local news. So if things are happening here at the board or any of the other committees in town, businesses, communities, individuals, heroes, knuckleheads, everything, we want to cover that. We want to bring that to you as it's appropriate, give it to you in a modern multimedia format. We're doing this we're organized as a nonprofit. So we will be, doing some fundraising, and we'll need everybody's support. But we hope to give back much more than we get from you, and really restore the public conversation in town on all sorts of topics. And because we're nonprofit, we're nonpartisan. So, we're going to strive for balance, but, let everybody be heard. So I'm going to pass out my cards, and I'll linger a little bit afterward. If you want to talk to me, I'd be happy to, establish communications. I talked to Steve a few weeks ago. I talked to Mr. Brown about 40 years ago. And he, in my wayward youth, he set me on the right path. And so it's an honor and a pleasure to be able to give back to the town that brought me up. So thank you.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Could I just add one thing that you didn't say? I did have Phil as a student, and he was a brilliant student. He is on our wall of honor at the high school.
Oh.
So if you ever want to spend some time up there looking at all the people, he is one of the people up there.
I kind of felt like I needed to be a little more worthy of that.
Is it just the Yale thing? Or
Okay.
Oh, no, there's a lot. Read the plaque.
Okay, any other public comments? No? Okay, hearing none. I'm going to ask Mr. Williams.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
No.
No,
All in
no.
favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I wanted to know if Zastor will tell us the next time he's coming back.
Okay.
I want to
Thank you.
make cookies for you or something.
Gonna have to send them.